There are lots of things to learn about money that school doesn't teach. One of the main things to learn when it comes to money is patience. We all want to get rich and we all want to get rich quick, but the reality is that's not going to happen for most of us. However, there are millions of people who over the last century have become very wealthy by investing in the stock market and being patient. I'm not talking about choosing a company and hoping it becomes the next Amazon. I'm talking about investing in something like an index fund, like the S&P 500 or a world index fund. The S&P 500, if you invest into that invests your money into the 500 biggest companies in the US. Or if you invest in a world index fund, you can be investing into sometimes thousands of different companies all over the world. If you invest in funds like that and wait patiently, the chances are you could become very wealthy. The S&P 500 has returned an average of 10% per year over the last 100 years. If we assume that return, let's say you invest £300 a month over the next 30 years, you could end up with over 600 grand. On top of your pension, that's a lot of money to retire with, and that could allow you to retire very wealthy and very early. But instead, people waste money on things that they don't need because they want to impress people. They waste money on fancy cars, fancy houses, fancy clothes. But again, if you can just be patient and realize that sometimes you don't need these things or you don't need them right now, you could put that money to much better use and become very wealthy.